Good morning, guys. Welcome to country number 21 of Lithuania. Right now I'm in the capital of Vilnius and I am really excited to be here. I got here yesterday in the evening. I arrived by train from Warsaw, and unfortunately today is my last full day here because tomorrow I'm going to somewhere else in Lithuania. I'd like to stay in Vilnius longer, but because of my schedule and the time I have before I have to go back to the US, this is really all the time that I had. But I plan on making the most of it today and going out and exploring Vilnius. Let me show you guys my place. So there's the front door. Bed, small kitchen area, and then this is the bathroom. And this place for 2 nights was 154 US dollars, which is around 130 euros, so not a bad deal. And this place is literally like 2 minutes from the old town where there's a lot of touristy stuff to see, and really it's within walking distance of most things. It's like 15 minutes to the train station, so really good location. And also want to show I did get some euros yesterday, so I withdrew 150. So there we go. So I got plenty of cash, and if I need more, I can always get more. I might see if I can get this broke at a bank into smaller bills. That way I don't have to give someone a 100 euro bill and hope they have change for it. But the next 2 countries I plan on going to also use the euro, so that's the nice thing, is if I don't use them all in Lithuania, which I'm sure I won't, then I can use them in those as well. So anyway, I did enough talking. Let's hit the streets and go out and explore. See like a small market here, people selling things. There's a church. I believe that's France's flag over there and the EU's flag, so that might be their embassy. Okay, so I checked out the market and I bought 3 magnets. And for all 3, they were a euro piece, so 3 euros for all 3. Here's some information about the church. Let's see if we can go inside. It says open on the door. Okay, so that was the inside of that church. Quite small on the inside. Let's go check out this over here. There's the EU and France's flag, and then Poland and Ukraine's is over here. So, and I saw Sweden's flag over there, which I'll show here in just a little bit. So I imagine these are either embassies or the ambassador's residence. Okay, so I think this one is maybe the ambassador's residence. It's in Polish and Lithuanian, so I'm not sure what it says, but it says ambassador in both those languages. I can translate that part into English. So I think this is where the Polish ambassador to Lithuania lives. So here's another church. Let's have a look inside, as long as it's open. So that was the inside of that church. Another beautiful inside, but also quite small. So I couldn't imagine they really have a worship service here. See, here's Sweden's flag and the EU's flag. Yeah. This is Sweden's embassy. Right here in the heart of Vilnius Old Town. I have to say, for my time walking around yesterday, Vilnius is quite a nice city. Very modern, which I knew, but also there's, you know, parts of the oldness still. So this is one of the streets I walked down yesterday. A lot of restaurants, bars, clubs. This is Romania's flag down here, and the EU flag, so imagine that is Romania's embassy. We'll check it out. I've noticed a lot more Lithuanian flags being flown than, you know, some countries don't fly their flag as much as others, but I always like seeing the country's flag flown when I'm in it. So there is Romania's embassy, or the ambassador's residence. I guess it could be either one. So that was a church that I saw yesterday that I really liked. I'm gonna see if I can go inside of it today. Here's a good shot of it. Beautiful church. There's the front of it. I wonder if it's an Orthodox church. It kind of looks Orthodox to me. I'll walk this way. Looks like there's a church down here. There's India's flag. There's one up top. That's probably their embassy, especially given the barricades on the window. There you can see on the door, Embassy of India. Lithuania's flag over there. Like I said earlier, love seeing all the country flags flying. The guy playing the violin. This is a busy street, nice area. Check out that church. You can see the castle in the background. This is a really nice area. I definitely wasn't in this area yesterday, so I don't remember any of this. You can see the barricades on the road, so they have the road closed to cars. I don't know if it's for cleaning, because I see a cleaning truck there, or just so people can walk about freely. Today is Saturday. Let's have a look inside. Before we go inside, here's some information. Lithuanian, then English. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what's happening today, but there was a lot of priests in there, probably 100 or more, and there was a lot of their families gathered around. So I wonder if today there was an ordination of a new priest to the church or something like that. But there was clearly a ceremony, so I didn't want to be disrespectful or rude by going in there and filming, which is why I didn't film as much. But anyway, very nice church on the inside, that clip that you could see, and just a really nice area of Vilnius. Check out this statue. That's super cool. So that is Vilnius Castle, and I see people up there, so there must be a way to get up there. There's a better shot of it. So I got a ticket to ride the funicular to the top. There's the tickets, and it was €3 for both ways, up and down. Here's the other side of the ticket. I guess this is the back, and this is the front. good shot from here. So you can see back there, there's 3 crosses on the hill there, and I see people, so you must be able to go over there as well. There's 3 crosses overlook the city. You can see they're doing some renovation work in this area. But what a cool area. I always say that if you can, you should try to find the highest point you can in the city so you can see the whole city from the top. Which I suppose the highest point is probably from one of those skyscrapers, but this is close enough. I love the view from here, where you can see the old town over here with the older style buildings, and then over there's the more modern stuff. I know I paid to ride the thing down, but I think I'm just gonna walk down instead. So I guess if you walk up, it's free because it's where you enter and there's no ticket check. But that is really steep when I was walking down this because there was someone else on the stairs. If that was wet, you would easily slip on that. I love all the parks that I've seen so far in Vilnius. There's the castle, and here's this creek running right next to it. So right now I'm walking, I'm going to go show you that over there, and there's a church down there that I want to show. And there's the castle, right, or there it is, right there. So check out this building with that statue on top. Pretty cool. And there's the castle again. And you have a great view. I'm gonna go show you that church at the end there. This can be said about a lot of European countries, but you always notice how clean it is and how pristine everything is. Like good landscaping, the sidewalks are nice, the bike lanes are nice, the roads are nice, the rail lines, airports, everything. Alright, so that was a swing and a miss. I could have went inside, the door's open, and no one probably would have said anything, I'm sure, but there was some sort of event going on similar to the other church, except this one I didn't see as many priests, but there was more kids dressed up wearing white and holding candles. So again, I didn't want to be disrespectful or rude and interrupt what they were doing just so I could go in there and look around, but that's all right. It's still beautiful from the outside. But I wonder if today's some sort of holiday in Lithuania, and that's why there's a bunch of people in them celebrating something or doing something in particular. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. So when I was out walking around, I found that place, and there was a currency exchange desk in there, and I was able to break that 100. So now I have 520s instead of that 100, which was nice. And while I was in there, I bought a few pastries. So I have a chocolate muffin and one of these, and it has some sort of jam on the inside, and then a bottle of water, and all of that was €4.80, so not a bad deal at all. So there's another view of the church I was at earlier. I always love all these flower shops, and right now it's April, so they're starting to get in season. There's another one right over here, this one here. They all smell so good. And of course there's more inside. See the flags: EU, Ukraine, Lithuania, Ukraine, Lithuania. And then this building over here. I don't know what that flag is. Looks like a coat of arms in the middle of a red flag. Let's keep walking this way. I saw a church at the end that I want to get a better look at. So there's the church I was talking about. Definitely looks like an Orthodox church. Plan on getting closer, seeing if I can go inside. And there's this building, which has European Union flag, Lithuania, and Ukraine. So you see I started all the way down there at the end of that street. And there's the church. We'll get a closer look. So there's the church. I didn't go inside. They were having some sort of service or ceremony similar to the other one, so I didn't go inside, but it's a very beautiful church. And I love the entryway with the trees on the outside, how it lines the sidewalk. But anyway, when I came out of the church, I noticed Estonia's flag and Ukraine's flag. So I imagine this is Estonia's embassy right here. So we'll get a closer look. So this is really cool. This is Estonia's embassy. They have these cool maps. I've never seen that on an embassy before. And you can see there's the plaque there. And Estonia's flag. Just down the road from the church. Which I didn't know this video was going to turn into an embassy video. But at this point I might as well see where the US embassy is and go to it while I'm out walking around. So I'm walking now to the US Embassy, which is 5 to 10 minutes this way, and I should be there. US Embassy should be one of these buildings, or maybe those are all the same, but I'll get a closer look. So this is the US Embassy. This must be the back side of it. There is another road on the other side, but I had to walk quite a bit further to even get to that road, so this will probably be the only part of it that I see, but pretty cool. I really haven't seen that many US embassies abroad. I've seen embassies of a lot of other countries, but the US embassies always seem to be kind of out of the way, at least from the area I'm in. Like those other ones I saw earlier, Romania, Estonia, and the other one, I don't remember which one it was, but those are all much more easy to get to. Not that this one's hard necessarily, but sorry, thought I heard someone behind me. Yeah, not that this one is necessarily hard to get to, but it is kind of much further out of the way from, you know, everything else. Kind of back here in this secluded area, which is probably done on purpose, or maybe not. Maybe this is just the best area that worked well for them. I don't know, but pretty cool. I've seen the US Embassy in Germany because it's right next to Brandenburg Gate, and then Canada because it's not that far away from Parliament Hill in Canada, and then Chile. Now that one I took a car to because it was quite a bit out of Santiago, out of the city, and then trying to think if I've seen it in any other countries. I don't know, I think just those three. So, well, and now Lithuania, so 4. So just across the bridge that I was walking on when filming that last clip, it ends right there. And you can walk over here, and there's a nice overlook of parts of Vilnius. More of a park, I guess. Well, down there is, I guess, more of a park. I have to say, it's a very beautiful city. I've kind of been all over the city today, and there isn't really a bad part, at least that I've seen. I'm sure if you're local, maybe there is a bad part that people talk about, but it all looks really beautiful to me. A lot of parks, a lot of greenery. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be from another city in Lithuania.